What's up and welcome to a new update in which we're going to discuss the markets, as during the weekend we've had some serious volatility. So in this update we are going to focus on what Bitcoin has to do if it wants to crack 50k, and we're going to look at Ether as well. But before we're going to continue, make sure to subscribe beneath, like this YouTube video, and also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, as from now on we are back with the daily updates on YouTube. As long as it's going to be between Monday and Friday, I'll be making videos once again because I like to do it, and we're going to build this YouTube channel towards the next level. And that's what we're doing in the back heavily with the entire team, and hopefully we can do that also as well when I'm back from all my trips. As right now, as you might have seen, I'm in Dubai for the Binance Blockchain Week. Yesterday we've had the first meetup. Already met some lovely people. Laia, I've met Quinton, and also El Chabon from Twitter. He is such a funny dude. We've had some good time, and hopefully we're going to grab some dinner together. So it's going to be fun here. I'm still staying until Friday next week, going to Miami for Bitcoin conference, and then the week after going to Paris for Blockchain Week. So that's fun. Now, today and tomorrow we've got another actual day. We're having a discount, and that's a discount of 35%. You can see it in the screen. We are having a trading platform where we are providing trade IDs, but also I'm sharing my portfolio, which is a staking, investment and trading portfolio, and we're going to build even more of those as we are getting more traders into the team. And where you can just follow me, you can follow the trade IDs, get yourself educated, and get yourself started in the crypto world. We've got a 35% discount if you join today or tomorrow. It is in the description beneath. It's first 100. There's still some spots left, so if you want to continue building your own journey, definitely go there. Now, if we're looking at the markets, we can see that Bitcoin cracked the resistance, right? So we've had a beautiful move upwards in which we broke above 45 and 46k, which is a bullish momentum. We're going to dive into it in a little bit. But what we also can see is that all the altcoins have been creating bullish divergence on the lows and are now constantly running upwards and doing that in a heavy manner. Tomorrow I'll be making a Zilliqa video, and I'll try to explain tomorrow in that video what you should be doing if you are interested into altcoins, especially given that people are rushing into them right now because of the fact that those are running. It's always, if something has green candles, you will see hype running towards it, and you will see that people are rushing into coins that are doing really well. Not really the best strategy, and I think that most of the altcoins are still eager to continue or to follow them as well. So when we're looking at Bitcoin, it's a good move upwards. And what's the actual reason for that move? It is because risk on assets are doing well right now, and that is due to the Fed meeting where we've not got intensive hikes of the interest rates, and actually those hikes don't really matter that much. People start to realize that, and also the entire situation in Ukraine is calming down a little, and through that we can see that at least during that period we are going to have some momentum on the risk on assets. It's always a question how long it stays like that, so always the tip is to take your profits if you are into positions, as nothing goes up in a straight line. It is a temporary alt season. You could also call it relief rally, but at least we are getting some momentum in the altcoins right now, and that is great to see. Also, I've got a beautiful gift. I'm rocking it here in Dubai. Not going to keep it, but or at least not going to wear it in the Netherlands, but it's a Binance ring. Even got a certificate for that it's a real one. Pretty cool. And actually the entire trip is pretty nice so far. But let's head towards the charts. I'm going to discuss Bitcoin and Ether in the update. So let's move towards those. Let's head towards TradingView. So when we're looking at the price action of Bitcoin, we can ultimately see that the build-up is bullish, right? We've had those higher lows. We've also been discussing the price action in itself in the previous update, in which we saw the fact that we have got a ton of liquidity beneath us. So at some point in time this one will reverse, and usually when it reverses it will be a heavy downwards move, as the markets always are taking the staircases up, and they are taking the elevator down. That's also what you have been seeing here previously. But it's got a good build up. We are finally out of the range, and that's why it becomes important to keep a few levels in for Bitcoin. So why did we actually start moving this big in the past 24 hours? Well, we've taken this high here. So we've taken this high, and we've also taken the next one through which a ton of stops for shorts were taken. So we've broken above those two, and because of that break, all those stops were triggered. New positions come into the order books, and that is why it started to accelerate quite fast. The question now becomes whether we are going to continue holding above it. So in this case, we've had a beautiful breakout, and you preferably do not want to get it back into the range. Because if we're going to break back beneath 45k, we are back in this range, and this entire move becomes a fake out. You clearly want to avoid that, so the crucial area to sustain on is the area around 45 to 46k. If that is kept, or if that is staying, I think we can continue moving, and then the next chapter of resistance is going to be the area around 50.8k. That is going to be the critical one, or that's the next step where we should be finding resistance and where we've got a ton of stops once again. After that, I'm assuming, so right now I'm assuming that we're going to find ourselves with a retest at 45k if we get it. Usually you don't. Usually you will be getting a continuation towards the resistance point, and I think that we're not going to break through 51 in one go, but that would be an area where I'm seeking for shorts overall. If we reverse there, a retest here would be fine. Actually going for a higher low would be great too, but the odds of going back to 33 or 35k to take the lows here, that is getting lower and lower by the momentum of the market. So the crucial level I'm looking at is 45k. Right now I'm not chasing longs. Maybe you can do it on scalps. But if you want swing trades, I think you're clearly waiting for somehow a reversal after 51k or before 51k, in which you are looking for spots that have been untested. When we're looking at Ether, we can also see some clear momentum there. It is starting to run back up, and it's starting to take all the liquidity that we've got here. So we've got another resistance zone popping up. We've already been taking these two, and this one here too. The final one is this one, in which I'm assuming that it's very likely that we're going to find ourselves rejecting at 3600 again, and then we're looking at a higher low to find support on some 31 or whatever. I think we're currently into a momentum of 2 to 3 weeks of serious upwards momentum for the markets, and that is not going to stay like that in the end. So I think that the odds of having a correction towards 31, potentially even 3k, is not an unlikely scenario if we are going to reject at this area, and the markets always are going into waves. When we're looking at Ether against Bitcoin, it's still stuck. Altcoins are fine, and it's actually a good sign that Ether against Bitcoin is running up a little bit, while Bitcoin is also showing strength. At this stage, I can't make much out of this chart. I can actually say that we've had that fake out. We've just discussed it with Bitcoin, but we can see it with ETH Bitcoin here too. And we're just into a range construction in which I don't really see any clear points to actually trade ETH Bitcoin or to look for entries. I'm actually looking more towards ETH against USDT, which is clearly showing the momentum that we're getting here, and definitely seeking for 3600 as the next resistance zone. So when we're looking at the markets with Bitcoin, I think we can have some more momentum. I think we can get towards 51k. Are we going to blast through it? Given the fact that we are running for a few weeks already, I'm not assuming we will. I think that we're going to have a corrective period after, and then we're seeking for that higher low before we can continue with the momentum of the markets. Markets are fragile. Markets are always built out of panic. So definitely do not forget to take your profits. Don't chase green candles. Don't do stupid shit. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow with a fresh new update and potentially a second update regarding Silica. Ciao.